I have been empowered by Fight Management to announce a very special match taking place next week. This will be the first ever 3-point rush match. The winner of the match will be the first to score 3 points. A point can be scored via pinfall, submission, or referee stoppage on any of the opponents in the ring in any number. There are no eliminations. The match continues until 3 points has been earned. Our first competitor, making his way to the ring with 4 consecutive victories, he is the Cuban crippler, Ricky Reyes! Our second competitor in 3-point rush. He was a participant and semi-finalist in the initial Fight Heavyweight Championship tournament. He is Michaels Amaydo! Having made a strong case last week to Fight Management is the weight of the world, Cory Bush. And in recognition of your over 400 days as champion, Tanner, you get to choose the final competitor for this match.
That's a big decision because as champion, I hold all the power. There's some amazing talent on the Fight roster, and it's not just the future, it's the present of what professional wrestling is. So who is it gonna be? Who represents talent, passion, charisma, what Fight Pro Wrestling is designed to be? Ladies and gentlemen, what Fight Wrestling should be, what it is, please welcome Ron Holiday!
You like to call me the most unluckiest man in Fight, but my luck's changing. I'm gonna pin you, I'm gonna pin you, I'm gonna pin you, and then I'm gonna submit you.
Jenny Rose and Zoe Sky have asked for this time. Ladies, welcome.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
How
hello.
are you?
All right. How are you?
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice
Hello.
to see you. So we hear the Sinister Sweethearts have an open challenge. You know, apparently they run things here at Fight Wrestling. Well, guess what? Zoe and I have decided to team up for the first time. And girls, we're coming right for you. We'll show you who runs things around here. See you then.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Silver Spring, Maryland, weighing in at 210 pounds, Vic Ramon!
Hello, Fight Faithful. Welcome to Fight Pro Wrestling. I am your hero, Jason Eaton, the boy with a thorn in his side, sitting next to my broadcast colleague, Mike Valentine, that very thorn. And we today have 2 big matches for you. First, the debut of this man, the 3rd member of Riot City's Most Wanted, and a hometown hero, Vic Ramon. And then the 3-point rush for the #1 contendership to the Fight Heavyweight Championship.
California, weighing in at 286 pounds, Steve Gasbar!
And Steve Gasbar returning here to Fight Pro Wrestling. We've seen him once before going up against Ricky Reyes.
Came out to answer the challenge the Cuban crippler put down after he had sort of demolished Steve's tag team partner, Jaden Miller. Steve is not a small man, rather imposing figure. Chance for him to go up against a new person to fight, but like I said, a massive fan favorite here in Montgomery County, Maryland, in Vic Ramon. He's been a champion in many promotions. He is 1/3 of Riot City's Most Wanted, along with Sickened and Mac Mayhem, who we've seen before. And what do you know about Vic Ramon, Valentine?
Vic Ramon has a very, very fast-paced style. He's, like you said, he's one of the members of Riot City, and you've seen how they all mash up. You have Mac Mayhem, who's the hard hitter. You have Sickened, who's the high flyer. If I had to put it anyway, Vic Ramon is the hybrid between the two.
Gotcha. Regular guys looking for a fight, and they can take it to you. Steve Gasbar definitely with a power advantage in this one, though. Steve has less experience in the ring than Vic, but there's only so much experience can do against a man who can bench press you over his head twice over.
And there's the quick kicks from Vic Ramon. Oh, and not able to take down Steve Gasbar. Hits him with a drop kick.
Oh, but that one knocks him down. Steve looks kind of out on his feet. Oh, still there. Manages to catch Vic Ramon. Oh, slam him down to that beautiful inverted catatonic.
Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. And Vic Ramon kicking out at 2.
This is a great, you see Vic Ramon already capturing the imagination of the fight faithful here in Rockville, Maryland. A win here could cement a roster spot for Vic Ramon. We know that Riot City's Most Wanted has been looking to bring him into the promotion for quite some time, but spots are really limited, so wins and losses matter a ton here in Fight in terms of repeat performances. Wow, look at that.
There's the hard strikes. Oh!
Damn, that right to his jaw.
I think he's out on his feet.
Oh yeah, he is unconscious.
Goes for the cover. And just like that, Vic Ramon able to take out someone as large as Steve Gasbar with those kicks.
Here is your winner, Vic Ramon!
This goes to show it doesn't matter how big they are. If you hit them right in the face really, really hard, their synapses will snap and their brain will go out. Man, he's still not moving. I think he is knocked unconscious.
Vic Ramon definitely a force to be reckoned with here.
Really hope Steve's okay. Incredible power in Vic Ramon's kicks. Anyone else going up against him, this is some tape, some footage you would want to watch because you need to avoid that. Next up, we've got some comments. The biggest match in Fight history is coming up, 3-Point Rush. Let's hear what the entire roster has to say.
Who do I think is going to win the 3-Point Rush? There's only one man that's going to do that, and that's the Cuban crippler, Ricky Reyes.
Yeah, I really think it's probably going to be Ricky. It'll come close between him and Cory, I think, at the end of it. But it's probably going to be Ricky. It should have been me, but if it can't be me, might as well be Ricky. You know, he's a good dude.
Who's going to win doesn't matter, because they're just going to lose to Tanner Reynolds. And then it's going to be him and me for the heavyweight title.
I think Michaels Amaydo is going to win the 4-way. I mean, he beat me, and he's pretty crazy. So, my choice, Michaels Amaydo.
Is that a serious question? Is that legit?
I don't even know why you're asking us. Who cares who wins this match?
As long as it's not Ricky. Ricky doesn't even deserve to be in that match.
You know what? Honestly, I don't know why we're standing here doing this when we could be finding Ricky right now.
Much better.
Lars, you know we're going to shine in the 3-Point Rush. Of course you are, Michaels. You're going to prove why you're the Alexander the Great to my Aristotle of the ring. You know we're going to win, Lars. We're going to win.
4 men enter, 1 man leaves the #1 contender. Everyone else was chosen, 1 man forced his way in, and 1 man's gonna win. And it's the weight of the world, Cory Bush.
The Cuban crippler, Ricky Reyes, is coming in tonight, 4-0, and after tonight, I'll be 5-0 and the #1 contender.
You know, they call me the most unluckiest man in Fight. But you know what? My luck is changing, thanks to our lovely champion. And today, I'm going to pin him not once, not twice, but 3 times. And then, thank you, Tanner, but that belt's coming home with Ron Holiday.
The following contest is the first ever 3-Point Rush match. The winner is the first to 3 points.
You can score a point via pinfall, submission, or referee stoppage. Any opponent can be pinned any amount. And now, introducing first, from Havana, Cuba, weighing in at 181 pounds, he is the Cuban crippler, Ricky Reyes!
And it is main event time, and the biggest main event that we have had here at Fight Pro Wrestling in quite some time. It is the 3-point rush. Jason, why don't you let the people know exactly what's going on here?
It is a fatal four-way match. I'll fill in more as we meet our next competitor.
Making his way to the ring from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 450 pounds, he is the weight of the world, Cory Bush!
It's going to be hard to score a single point on this man at all. This is a four-way match featuring three of the top contenders in Fight, and somehow Ron Holiday, where to win you must score 3 points. You can win a point by achieving pinfall, submission, or referee stoppage on any of the other opponents in any combination. You could, if you're able to, pin Cory Bush 3 times, pin Ron Holiday, Ricky Reyes, and Michaels Amaydo each once, any combination up to 3.
From the Hidden Valley, weighing in at 200 pounds, Ron Holiday!
And here's the man that you were alluding at. Ron Holiday was hand-selected by Tanner Reynolds himself because he is the champion and was allowed to pick one member in here. The unluckiest man in Fight found himself in the #1 contendership match here with the 3-point rush.
Yeah, he found himself the focal point of an epic troll job that our champion Tanner Reynolds did on the entire roster. He's been talking up other members of the group. We know he's had his eye on Killian McMurphy, and yet here he picks the always defeated Ron Holiday to get a main event slot. Incredible opportunity for Ron. Kind of a bitter pill to swallow for every other member of the roster. We are waiting on the last of our 4 opponents in this match.
And the final competitor from Bayonne, New Jersey, weighing in at 200 pounds, he is accompanied to the ring by the molder of excellence, Lars Madison. He is Michaels Amaydo.
Quite a motley crew in this match to begin with, but maybe the single oddest fighter in all of Fight is Michaels Amaydo, accompanied as always by the sentient suit jacket himself, Lars Madison, his manager, the molder of champions. If you don't understand what I mean by that, just watch, because honestly, that's about as much.
And apparently also the creator of the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, he's very impressive. He's done a lot of things, especially as a suit jacket.
And that is the ringing of the bell, and the 3-point rush is underway.
There we go.
Ron Holiday with a quick roll-up.
Holy God! What just happened?
And Ron Holiday
has scored the first fall.
Scoring the first fall here.
I take it all back. This is his lucky. Oh no, he's dead. But oh my God, Ron Holiday just scored his very first pinfall in all of Fight.
Ricky Reyes has scored the second fall.
And Ricky Reyes almost immediately scoring another pinfall.
Oh, and they are now seeing that anything can happen in this match. And I think that the herd just found the weakest point. Oh man, if I was Ron Holiday, I would cover up any blood because there are sharks in the water, and I think they know that he is the weak, the ill, the infirm, and the sick all put into one.
Ron Holiday still on the outside of the ring, though. Probably the best position for him at this moment. Cory Bush going after Ricky Reyes, and you see Michaels Amaydo has been trying to work him over, but Cory Bush just kind of wandering around like he doesn't even notice he's there.
I'm pretty sure he feels like he's just getting a massage.
Cory Bush slamming Amaydo into Reyes there. Looks like he's going for the giant splash.
Avalanche, but they managed to move out of the way.
Oh. And a kick to the side of the head brings Cory Bush down into the corner.
I would say of everyone in this match, the strike game below. Oh, there's a pinfall attempt.
Oh.
Now he's going for submission.
And Ron Holiday tapping out.
You see, like, oh, super kick right to Michaels Amaydo. So right now it's Michaels at 1, Ron at 1, and Ricky at 1. Cory is the odd man out in a point right now. Game is tied 3-up at this point.
Which is definitely not a situation I thought we would be in. If you told me who's the last person to get the first fall, Cory Bush would not have been there.
His neck just cranked,
and Ricky Reyes now at 2 points, 1 point away from winning this and becoming the #1 contender.
And if you notice, every single pinfall, every single submission that has taken place, except for the one that Ron Holiday managed to achieve, has all been at Ron Holiday's expense. So I think the situation that went from being one of the luckiest moments of his life has now become stereotypical Holiday.
Cory Bush, not easy to take off his feet, and Ricky Reyes is seeing that. Being knocked into the corner there, now being choked out into the center rope.
What's incredible about all four of these competitors, they each have very specific skills. Ricky Reyes is your strongest striker, as you see here, trying to get him down. Michaels Amaydo is a technician expert. We saw him in probably what I think might be the best match that Fight has had yet against AC Wolf, winning by submission. Cory Bush is all power, and Ron Holiday is your wild card. There's not enough tape on him going in long matches to really know what he can bring. Cory Bush has found his target. Just whacks Ron right in the head. We already saw his neck just get cranked down onto Ricky Reyes' knee. Looks like Amaydo is getting some mid-match pep talk from Lars Madison, letting the others kind of do some damage on Ron. And it seems like Cory and Ricky have, at least for a short time, found some kind of alliance and softening up the already most beat-up member of the match.
I told you you didn't belong here with us.
And Cory Bush and Ricky Reyes is taking turns choking out Ron Holiday in the corner.
Here's the thing, Ron Holiday, he might be the most unlucky man in Fight, but there's a reason we call him the most unlucky. He is not. He is a very skilled wrestler. He is a talented guy. He has a lot to offer, and he just gets put in a lot of no-win situations. His neck just keeps getting slammed. Remember, this can be stopped by referee stoppage. Amaydo trying to pick the pieces, but Cory Bush says no way to that. This action is non-stop, and the fact in this match, every single wrestler needs to be... Oh, low blow! And there is technically no disqualifications in this match. Ron Holiday did find himself a loophole to take down Cory Bush. Smart thinking.
Now, if he's able to capitalize on this, he can get his second pinfall here. Struggling to get Cory Bush off the ropes there, though.
I think he really missed an opportunity there. You saw he was choking Cory Bush in those ropes. I'm not sure if the ref would have stopped him. Ow! Big slam.
Goes for the cover. And Cory Bush scoring his first fall.
Has scored his first fall.
Now everybody is on the board. Ricky Reyes is leading 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. And this is absolutely anyone's match in this non-stop marathon of brutality and violence. Oh, a little bit of a nap time pin from Michaels Amaydo cuddling up, and I do not imagine that this Cuban crippler appreciates the affection shown his way, let's say, by Michaels Amaydo.
Fans getting behind Amaydo here. Irish whip off the ropes. Back elbow connects, takes him straight down.
Amaydo in this match because he was a semi-finalist in the inaugural tournament to crown a Fight champion. Ricky Reyes is coming in here with 4 straight consecutive victories. Cory Bush, honestly, Cory Bush kind of bullied his way into this match, telling Fight officials that he knew where the bodies were buried and that if there was a #1 contender conversation...
Reyes going for a cover.
Oh, goodness! And you don't do that when Cory Bush is right there, ready to just stomp on your head. Part of the strategy of this match is you have to be aware of where everybody else is at all times.
And Cory Bush just choking out Ricky Reyes there. Reyes raking the eyes to get out of that situation.
You see Ron Holiday trying to take advantage of this moment. Shooting the half. Oh, and he gets drop kicked right in the head for his troubles. And now Amaydo going in for that submission. He already had Ron Holiday tap once, and Ron is tapped twice. Amaydo is tied with Ricky Reyes for 2.
Second point.
There is no break in between falls. This match continues until 3 points are scored, and that means Amaydo is super smart to keep going right after Cory Bush, who no one has managed to pin. Actually,
going for the cover on Cory Bush. Cory Bush able to kick out at 2.
That bulldog is one of Michaels Amaydo's strongest maneuvers. You gotta imagine, what is it gonna take to put Cory Bush down? Is it even worth trying to?
Ricky Reyes trying to steal that pinfall and the victory for this match. Michaels Amaydo, both men actually just fighting over Cory Bush right now.
Which I don't think that's the best strategy. Not when you've got Ron Holiday almost unconscious there in the corner. You have the opportunity to go after anybody in this match. Why would you keep going after the strongest guy in the room? You don't have to.
They probably just want to prove a point. They probably want to show that they can pin the biggest guy in the match.
Yeah, you know,
how much of a point would go across if you beat Cory Bush in this match instead of Ron Holiday to become the #1 contender against Tanner Reynolds?
You know what really proves a point? Winning the match. You know what wins you the match? Going up against the weakest and the most infirm. You know who that's not? Cory Bush.
Ricky Reyes hitting that neck breaker, goes for the cover, hooks the leg. And Ron Holiday able to kick out. Now, we have seen how versatile Ron Holiday can be. We've seen the match with him against Adam Ugly and how nothing really seemed to keep him down.
No, I mean, that's the thing. Ron Holiday is a tough SOB. You can hit him over and over again. You may knock him down, but it is very unlikely that you can knock him out. Just putting it out there right now, Ricky and Michaels Amaydo, if either of them score a fall on any of these other fighters, they immediately will win this match. We are in sudden death for either of those two. Amaydo looking, oh, this is an interesting query. If Ron Holiday taps out at the same time, do both guys get a fall? Do we go to sudden death between the two? Cory Bush decides he does not care to find out the answer to that. I mean, this is an epic way to pick a #1 contender, but it's well-deserved to have to beat 3 other men, given that you would be going up against Tanner Reynolds, who not only is undefeated here in fight, but he's unpinned and unsubmitted.
Cory Bush working into the corner, just taking it out on Ron Holiday.
Cory Bush going up top. Oh, man. Oh, and he just sat right down, putting all of his body weight onto Ron Holiday.
And he's just still continuing his assault. And just continuing to crush him right into that corner. I think the referee's holding back Cory Bush. Cory Bush doesn't care. Goes for another one.
I hate to be proven wrong, but it looks like you can, in fact, knock Ron Holiday out if you are Cory Bush and jump right on him. Holiday looks to be completely out, not even on his feet, and the referee has called for a stoppage. That means we are tied now 2-2-2.
And it looks like a referee, Kurt, is out here. They just dragged Ron Holiday out of the ring. I don't know if he's able to finish the match.
What Tanner Reynolds giveth, Cory Bush taketh away. An opportunity at the fight championship. And Ron Holiday, again, the unluckiest man in fight history who just took 6 falls in a row. That is some kind of record. Now it's good strategy. Go after the biggest guy in the room together. I'll give you that.
And Cory Bush proving to still be a huge problem for both of these men. And let's put this out there. All 3 of these men have 2 points apiece. The next pinfall wins this match.
And the entire strategy of the match has changed now. If you saw, whether they intended to or not, every single one of these guys got every one of their falls on Ron Holiday. They were managing to fight off. It was basically a giant game of keep away. Whoever managed to pick their spot first got it. But now Ron Holiday is not in this match, and the two other opponents are far more prominent.
We've seen this before. Cory Bush setting up the weight of the world.
Oh, death from above. Michaels Amaydo was a good 2 men, and he has survived by, his own ingenuity, managing to roll out of the way. Ricky Reyes calling for it, and double drop kick right to the head of Cory Bush, and he's still getting up. A short DDT. What does it take to put Cory Bush down?
Goes for a quick roll up there. And Michaels Amaydo able to capitalize and pin Ricky Reyes to win the first ever 3-point rush and become the #1 contender.
Here is your winner, Michaels Amaydo!
He may be the strangest one of all, but he is also tonight the single most successful. Lars Madison now in the ring celebrating with Michaels Amaydo. 3-2 to 2-1 is the final score as Amaydo takes home the 3-point rush. And you are looking at your new #1 contender to Tanner Reynolds. That is our episode of Fight. We'll see you next week here with Fight Pro Wrestling.
Michaels and Lars, you're the winner of the 3-point rush and the #1 contender. And next week you would get to pick Tanner Reynolds' opponent for a non-title match.
Lars, you hear that? We get to pick an opponent. Michaels, I see that. You know what? I've been searching long and wide. I went and I split the Pacific Ocean, snatched the mermaid out by its hair, slit its throat when I realized it wasn't the right person for the job. Wow, Lars, you did all of that in 10 seconds? That's pretty impressive. Not only that, Michaels, I found someone more ruthless than Crixus marching in on Rome. More smooth than Washington crossing the Delaware. Lars, that's really smooth. A smooth criminal. Kid, come on, you don't even know.
Who's it gonna beat? Find out next week.